Hey everybody, Nikki here with Mascara, Geek.com. So I've had a lot of requests from people on to do a video about what I do for my curly hair. So what I've been doing, I've been following something that's called the Curly Girl method. Mine might be a little bit modified and not exactly strict by the Curly Girl method. It's very simple. I do like a very simplified version of it. So I am going to go ahead and do a step-by-step video of how I take care of my curls to get them so healthy looking, and I hope you enjoy. Alright, so I'm obviously not going to have you come into the shower with me because that would be creepy. So my hair is soaked. I use cool, not cold water, but heat is the enemy of curls, okay? No heat. Your hair is so heat damaged anyways. So cool water, doesn't have to be cold, but cool. So my first step is I'm going to use this product by Dippity Doo called Girls with Curls Co-Wash. I am following what's called the no poo method. So I'm not using traditional shampoo. If you do use a shampoo, make sure that it's paraben free, silicone free, and sulfate free because those are enemies of curls. So we're going to emulsify in our hands this co-wash, so conditioning wash. And we're going to just really massage it into our scalp all the way around. And you can use just water. Some days I use just water. Some days I use this. In the beginning, so I'm 3 weeks in. So for about the first week, my hair was still getting greasy because when you shampoo, you're wiping out all of your natural oils, and then your scalp will overcompensate by making more oils because it freaks out. It's like your body going into starvation mode. Your scalp goes into essentially starvation mode and produces oil, oil, oil. So now, this is week 3, and I've not yet washed my hair since like last weekend. And it's not gotten greasy. So, and I've just done my maintenance in between, which I will do a video later of how I maintain in the days that I don't wash, like I do a curl refresh on the other days, and I will do another video on that. You really want to massage your scalp a lot. That encourages blood to flow to your scalp, to nourish the base of your hair follicles, helps your hair get healthy and thicker, and grow. Okay, so I feel like I'm done with that part. I'm gonna go rinse out and we'll be back for the next step. All right, next step, I've rinsed out my co-wash. Now, there are 2 things that curly hair desperately needs. Number 1 is moisture, number 2 is protein. So, we're gonna cover the moisture part, and this is the conditioner that I've been using and I really like. Again, it's Dippity Doo, Girls with Curls, and it's a curl conditioner. So I'm going to get quite a bit of conditioner on my hand. I've got about that much. Usually I like about double that, but emulsify. Emulsify. So we're going to do what's called the praying hand technique. So you take your hands together like praying from both sides. And really cover your hair, and then you're going to finger comb it through. You can use a Denman brush or a paddle brush, or what I'm going to do, I finger comb, or I can use, see, this is normal. You're going to get lots of hair coming out, but that's because while your hair is dry through the week, you're not going to brush it. Okay, so we're going to comb with a wide tooth comb. Comb the product through. Make sure that it really coats your hair, and don't worry, yes, my hair is looking pretty straight right now. Don't worry about that. It'll bounce back. Okay. This will help you, like I said, spread the product through. My hair is soaking wet here right now. So your hair needs to be soaking wet. I've got a towel on my floor so that I don't muck it up, but it also gets the dead hair out. Like I said, because you're not going to dry brush your hair through the week. So this will take all that hair that's gotten stuck in your curls through the week. So if you have a ton of hair coming out like I do, don't worry, that is normal. So I'm going to scrunch now, and then as I'm rinsing, I'm going to scrunch as well, but I'm just going to show you now. So normally my head would be completely upside down while I'm rinsing, and while I'm scrunching, but I'm just going to show you for all intents and purposes how you do it. So you're going to take your both hands from the bottom. You're going to want to hear the squish of the water. This not only helps to form the curls, but it helps to get that conditioner right to the roots of your hair. And no, it won't sit heavy on your hair. I'm going to rinse this out. Now that conditioner's through my hair, I'm going to go rinse and I'll be back. And next we're going to do something that's called a plop. Weird, right? Me again. Okay, so we are rinsed. So we're going to do something called plopping, but I'll get back to that. First, I'm going to use some curl lotion, again by Dippity Doo, Girls with Curls. Curl Defining Cream, this is called. So, again, you want to get a good amount. Make sure you emulsify in between your hands. And we're going to do that praying hands technique again. So we're going to do we're going to create what's called a gel cast. It might sound weird and hard to understand at first. Once you do it a few times, trust me, you're going to see where I'm coming from and why a gel cast, why I like using a gel cast. So I actually found this gel called Clear Ice, and it has protein in it. It's $2.97 Canadian at Walmart. I found it in like the ethnic or curly hair section. So you're gonna get quite the glob of gel, okay? And it's important to do this while your hair is still pretty wet, because you need the gel to mix really well, again, praying hands technique, with the water to create this gel cast. And what that's gonna do is, yes, it's gonna coat your hair from root to tip in gel. And yes, it's gonna feel like, you know, your whole hair is gonna feel jelly. And it might feel heavy right now, but trust me when I say it will not feel heavy at the end. When you're done, the finished product is soft, very defined curls. So you want to scrunch, and you want to get clumps of curls at this point, okay? So scrunch, you want to hear that squish. You hear that? That's the water mixing with the gel. The gel cast is going to protect your curls. Okay, so here comes the plop, okay? I've got the gel all in. Again, make sure you scrunch into your roots. Sorry, I look like Gollum right now, but okay. So you can use a t-shirt. I like to use the shower cap. So you want to get all your hair into the shower cap. And while your head is upside down, you're going to plop it on top. So I'm just getting this tucked in. So it plops on top of my head. That's why it's called plop. Sounds disgusting, but it literally just plops your curls in a pile on top of your head. And what that will do is it allows your curls to form undisturbed on top of your head. I leave this on for about 10-15 minutes like this. All right, so I'm gonna go let that marinate and I'll be back. Okay, see you in a bit. All right guys, so I'm done with the plop. I'm gonna remove my cap. You can use a wig cap, you can use a t-shirt, or you can use a shower cap. I just use a shower cap for ease. Okay, so you see my hair has formed some nice clumps, and now you're gonna do something crazy. I'm gonna add more gel. I like a spray gel for this. By Tresemme. It smells delightful. And then what I'm gonna do is take a t-shirt, not a towel, because towel will create frizz, so a t-shirt or like a receiving blanket if you have them around. And we're gonna scrunch out some of that extra liquid. And again, form some curl clumps here. Okay, so see all these nice clumps of curls. And if you want, after this step, you can finger coil, but I'll save that tutorial for another day because I know this is already a lot to take in. You can now diffuse from here. So a lot of what I'll do is I'll let it air dry part of the way, say like maybe 30% of the way, and then I'll diffuse to like maybe till it's 80% dry, and then I'll let it dry fully the rest of the way before I scrunch out the crunch. So just for this video's purposes, I'll grab my diffuser and I will show you how you would do that if you're kind of in a rush and you need to get her dry faster and you don't want to leave the house with wet hair. If you don't mind leaving the house with wet hair, this is where you just pin back your hair so it stays out of your face, and you go. You let it dry and you can scrunch out the crunch later. But I will be back to show you how to diffuse. All right, so most blow dryers will come with this attachment. It's called a diffusing attachment. Now again, keeping in mind that heat is not curl's friend. You're going to want to do this at maximum on the medium heat. If you have time, do it on the lowest heat setting. That will help keep the integrity of your curls and not give that heat damage. All right, so before I turn it on when it gets loud, I'll just demonstrate to you. You're going to get your curls into the diffuser and go bring them on up and just hold it on there for a little bit and repeat. Okay, so I'm going to speed up this next section, but you'll be able to get an idea of how I do it, how it works. All right, guys, so my hair is fully dried. If you're not sure if your hair is fully dried, touch the roots of your hair. If the roots of your hair is dry, then you're good to go. Okay, so my hair might still look wet, but this is what I talked about with that gel cast. It's going to look wet and scrunchy and crunchy. And if you like the wet look, then you're done, you're good to go. But if not, grab your t-shirt and get to scrunching. I also like to have my hair on a big part like this while it's drying because that helps to lift your roots and add volume, and then you can part it however you want after. Okay, so we're gonna take that t-shirt and we're gonna start scrunching. Give her a hard scrunch right up to the roots. And I also kind of move my fingers like this underneath, not too hard because you don't want to frizz it up. Some people just use their hands, but I find that using the t-shirt really breaks up the scrunch a lot better. Okay, I'm going to speed this up and then we'll be left with the nice soft curls as promised, okay? All right. So you have it, some soft curls. Now, you might find throughout the day that there's some scrunchy parts that you maybe missed. Don't be afraid to scrunch them out as you go. Now, I'm only 3 weeks into the Curly Girl method, and my curls have come quite a long way. I'm 37 years old. I did not know until 3 weeks ago that I even had curly hair at all. So, your hair is gonna go through what I'm in right now. It's called the transition stage. It's going to take maybe up to a year for your hair to reach its full curl potential or curliness, especially if you've been flat ironing your hair, blow drying your hair straight, have a lot of heat damage or color damage from dyeing your hair. It's going to take time, so just be patient, push through. I promise you it's worth it. This is 3 weeks in. I'm actually already loving my waves and my curls. I used to, if you know me, I used to spend a lot of time curling my hair with a curl wand and different rollers and things like that because I always wanted curly hair. And now I have it. So there you go. If you have any questions, if I've missed anything, just shoot me a message in the comments below and I'll be happy to address it in my next video. Thank you so much. I hope that this answered a lot of the questions that you guys had for me about what I do for my hair. Don't forget to visit MascaraGeek.com and also hit subscribe and ring that bell for notifications on my channel. Thank you guys so much. Have a great day. Bye. Love you.